My dear students of grade 12, Assalamu alaikum. I'm here with the explanation of your poem, The Blades of Grass by Stephen Crane. After 2 chapters, you have got a poem in your textbook with the title, The Blades of Grass, composed by Stephen Crane. Beta, first of all, let us know what is the main idea of the poem, which you should have in your mind first of all, then you will go on reading the poem. Your main theme of the poem is that Stephen Crane expresses an idea that the best deeds are those done without thought of a reward. What does he want to say here? He says your best actions are only the ones that you have done, not to show off, not for the sake of any reward or any return, but for the sake of goodness only. आपके अच्छे अमाल वो हैं जो आपने अच्छाई को अच्छाई समझकर किया, इस उम्मीद से नहीं किया कि आपको एंड पे क़यामत के दिन मरने के बाद आपको उसका रिवॉर्ड मिलेगा या दुनिया में ही आपको उसका रिटर्न मिल जाएगा, उसका रिवॉर्ड मिल जाएगा। आपने इस मकसद के लिए अच्छे अमाल नहीं किए, आपने सिर्फ अच्छे अमाल को अच्छाई समझकर किया। Only those actions are the best actions which are done without thought of any reward or without any fear of any punishment. Sometimes people do good deeds because they fear of any punishment on the day of judgment, कि कहीं क़यामत के दिन उनको किसी किस्म की सज़ा ना मिल जाए, इसलिए उनको ये एक्शन अच्छा एक्शन करना चाहिए. Because they have fear of something, fear of unknown. And some people do good deeds in this world for the sake of reward, कि उनको इसका कोई इनाम मिलेगा. But Stephen Crane says that your best actions are only those actions which you do for the sake of goodness only. आप अच्छाई को सिर्फ अच्छाई समझकर करते हैं विदाउट एनी थॉट ऑफ एनी रिवॉर्ड, एनी रिटर्न और विदाउट एनी फियर ऑफ एनी पनिशमेंट. नाउ ही सेज दैट ट्रूली वर्चुअस आर दोज वर्चुअस पीपल who have excellent moral character. Virtuous is an adjective used for the people who have excellent moral character. So, Stephen Crane says that truly virtuous are those who are virtuous. They are virtuous by nature, not for fear of punishment. किसी सज़ा के खौफ से वो अच्छे इंसान नहीं है और होप ऑफ एनी रिवॉर्ड, किसी जजा की उम्मीद के लिए भी वो अच्छे नहीं बने हुए, बट फॉर द लव ऑफ वर्चू, बिकॉज दे लव टू डू गुड डीड्स. वो अच्छे अमाल करना पसंद करते हैं. दैट्स वाई दे गो ऑन स्प्रेडिंग गुडनेस अमंग द पीपल. They go on doing good to the human beings because they love to do good, not for the fear of any punishment, not for the hope of any reward. किसी सज़ा के डर से और जज़ा की उम्मीद से वो अच्छे काम नहीं करते. वो अच्छे काम इसीलिए करते हैं because they love to do goodness. वो अच्छाई करना पसंद करते हैं. That's it. And these are the truly virtuous people. असल में अच्छे लोग वही होते हैं who are virtuous. They are really good people, not for fear of punishment. उन्हें किसी सज़ा का कोई खौफ नहीं होता और hope of any reward. किसी जज़ा की भी कोई उम्मीद नहीं रखते वो, but for the love of virtue, they just go on doing goodness in their lives. Selflessly, they are selfless people. They are not selfish. They don't show off that they are the kind-hearted people, they are very good by nature. They just don't show off. They go on doing goodness. They go on doing good deeds in the world just for the love of doing goodness. वो सिर्फ उस अच्छाई के काम से मोहब्बत करते हैं, इसलिए वो अच्छाई करते जाते हैं. I hope, my dear students, it is clear to you. Stephen Crane expresses an idea that the best deeds are those done without thought of reward. In fact, the pure, the genuine actions are only those which are done without the thought of any reward. आपके माइंड में किसी इनाम की उम्मीद नहीं होती. You just love to do it. आपको अच्छा लगता है अच्छाइयाँ करना. That's why you do it. And then he says, truly virtuous, genuine people are those who have good, best moral character. They are those who are virtuous. They are just good people, not for fear of punishment. They don't have any fear of any punishment or hope of reward, but for the love of virtue. वो अच्छाई से प्यार करते हैं, वो नेक कामों से अच्छाई से प्यार करते हैं. That's why they are called virtuous, not for fear of punishment or hope of any reward. Now see, the poet has used an interesting personification in this poem. The poet has personified the blades of grass. Personification is to talk about inanimate and abstract objects as if they were human. Personify means to present as a person, to present something as a person. Just as in the poem, the blades of grass are presented as human beings. Blades of grass, घास के तिनके, they are presented in the poem as human beings. So the blades of grass have been personified by the poet, personified to present them as persons. Personification is to talk about inanimate, unlively. The things which are not live, which are not alive, they are not lively. And abstract, which cannot be seen, they can only be felt. We cannot touch them. Abstract objects as if they were human. Abstract objects like wind. Sometimes wind is presented as human beings. That wind has cares my hair. The wind was caressing my cheeks. So these are abstract objects which are presented as human beings. The poet has presented the blades of grass as human beings in the poem. Now, my dear students, setting, what is the setting of the poem? Setting is heaven. ये जन्नत का एक नज़ारा पेश कर रही है ये पोएम ऑन द डे ऑफ जजमेंट. क़यामत का दिन है and all the blades of grass are standing before Allah Almighty. My dear students, we have a belief that we have belief on the day of judgment. We believe that one day we have to appear before Allah Almighty and give an account of all our actions. ये मुसलमानों का यकीन है कि एक दिन हमें मरने के बाद क़यामत का दिन आएगा जिस पे हम सबको उठाया जाएगा और हम सब ने अल्लाह के सामने खड़े होना है. We have to stand before Allah Almighty in order to give an account of all our actions. हमें अपने तमाम अमाल का हिसाब देना है. So similar scene is presented in the poem in which the blades of grass, they are personified as human beings and they are standing before Allah Almighty to give an account of all their good or bad deeds. वो हिसाब दे रहे हैं अपने अच्छे और बुरे अमाल का. Poem is in a form of narrative, a dialogue between Allah Almighty and the blades of grass. The blades of grass are standing before Allah Almighty and give an account of all their good deeds, whatever they have been doing in this world. So this is all about the poem, The Blades of Grass, and gives a basic idea, very beautiful idea, that truly good deeds are only those which are done for the sake of goodness. not for the sake of any reward, not for the fear of any punishment. This is what is presented in the poem. This idea, beautiful idea, is presented in the poem The Blades of Grass. Now let us start reading the poem. Your stanza number 1. Your stanza is in heaven. Now see, the very first word is in heaven. Some little blades of grass stood before God. The poet here narrates the imaginary case of blades of grass in the court of Allah Almighty on the day of judgment. The poet narrates the imaginary case of the blades of grass. He imagines that some blades of grass means some humans, because blades of grass are personified as human beings. Some human beings are standing in the court of Allah Almighty on the day of judgment. What did you do? Now, Allah Almighty puts a question to the blades of grass. What did you do in the world? What did you do while leading a life in the world? Then all, save one of the little blades, began eagerly to relate. Eagerly, willingly. He says that no sooner Allah Almighty put the question, what did you do in your life? All the blades of grass became impatient to tell the good stories of their lives, to tell the good deeds of their lives. तमाम ब्लेड्स ऑफ ग्रास, जैसे ही अल्लाह ताला ने ये क्वेश्चन किया, ये सवाल किया कि आपने क्या किया, एंड व्हाट डिड यू डू, आपने क्या किया, ऑल द ब्लेड्स ऑफ ग्रास सेव वन ऑफ द, एक्सेप्ट वन, सेव मीन्स एक्सेप्ट, सिवाय एक छोटे ब्लेड ऑफ ग्रास के, सब ने स्टार्टेड ईगरली विलिंगली एक्साइटिंगली, सब बहुत पुरजोश थे कि अपने अच्छे अमाल अल्लाह ऑलमाइटी के सामने बयान कर दें ताकि उनको इनाम मिले, उनको रिवॉर्ड मिले, वो बख्श दिए जाएं. देन ऑल सेव वन ऑफ द लिटिल ब्लेड, सेव except one of the little blades of grass began eagerly to relate, eagerly, willingly, more willingly and excitingly. वो बहुत पुरजोश थे, सबने बहुत पुरजोश तरीके से, बहुत ईगरली, बेचैनी से अपने अपने अच्छे अमाल अल्लाह के सामने बयान करना शुरू कर दिए. एक्सेप्ट वन लिटिल ब्लेड ऑफ ग्रास, सिवाय एक छोटे ब्लेड ऑफ ग्रास के जो कि बिल्कुल ना बोला. So he says that then all save one of the little blades began eagerly to relate, began willingly to show. Relate means to show. Impatiently narrate. Narrate means to tell. They starting telling their good deeds impatiently. बेसब्री से उन्होंने अपने अच्छे अमाल अल्लाह ताला को बताना शुरू कर दिए. But this one, the small blade of grass, stood behind, quiet and ashamed. Out of shame, he was feeling embarrassed. Except one little blade of grass who was feeling embarrassed. He was standing behind the other blades of grass. All the blades of grass started narrating their good deeds impatiently and eagerly before Allah Almighty, except one little blade of grass who stood behind, quite ashamed. He was feeling embarrassment. He did not speak any word. He stood behind them. He was hiding himself behind all the other blades of grass. वो अपने आप को दूसरे ब्लेड्स ऑफ ग्रास के पीछे छुपा रहा था, आउट ऑफ शेम, बिकॉज ही वॉज फीलिंग एम्बेरसमेंट एट दैट टाइम. उसे शर्मिंदगी हो रही थी. व्हाट टू टेल अल्लाह ऑलमाइटी अबाउट हिज गुड एक्शंस. कमिंग टू स्टैंजा नंबर 2. Now, after listening to the proud blades of grass in stanza number 1, as all the blades of grass started narrating their good deeds impatiently, all of them started telling the stories of their lives in which they have some goodness, they have done some goodness in one way or the other. They started narrating their good deeds to Allah Almighty with the hope of some reward. But after listening to the proud blades of grass, God or Allah Almighty noticed the little blade of grass who was standing behind all of them and feeling ashamed. He hanged down his head in embarrassment and didn't know what to tell Allah Almighty. Allah spotted that little blade of grass who was standing behind them. He found him. So presently God said, "And what did you do?" Just after asking these blades of grass, Allah Almighty immediately put the question. He noticed the little blade of grass who was standing behind all of them and feeling ashamed. Allah Almighty immediately put a question to him. "And what did you do?" तुमने क्या किया दुनिया में? The little blade answered, "O my Lord, memory is bitter to me." He says that my memory is not very sharp, for I cannot recall any of my good action, any single good deed which I had done in the world. Memory is bitter to me. My memory is little bit unpleasant regarding my good actions. My memory is unpleasant regarding my good actions because I don't remember any of my good action which I have done in the world. In the very next line he says, For if I did good deeds, I know not of them. Even if I might have done some good actions in the world, definitely. But I don't remember any single good deed of mine. My memory is unpleasant regarding my good actions because I cannot recall any single good action which I have done in the world. Then God, hearing his reply, my dear students, now see, it does not mean that he did not have any good actions in the world. He says that he did the good thing without counted it out. He never counted his good actions, whatever he has been doing in the world. While the rest of the little blades of grass, they knew their good actions. It means they have counted them out one by one. When they were doing good actions, they were just showing off. Or they were doing good actions with the hope of reward or for the fear of some punishment. हो सकता है the little blades of grass, they remember their good actions because they have done their good actions for some purpose. जब हम किसी मकसद के लिए कोई काम करते हैं तो हमें वो याद रहता है. But this little blade of grass might have done some good action without any purpose. He might have done his good actions selflessly, without any selfish purpose in his mind. He might have done good actions for the sake of goodness only. उसने अच्छाई को सिर्फ अच्छाई समझ कर किया, किसी रिवॉर्ड के लिए, किसी रिटर्न के लिए नहीं किया था. That's why he says memory is bitter to me. For if I did good deeds, I know not of them. मुझे तो याद भी नहीं है. Here I remember that proverb, नेकी कर दरिया में डाल. Do good and cast into the river. नेकी करे और भूल जाए. Same was the case with the little blade of grass. Then God, hearing his reply that memory is bitter to me, for if I did good deeds, I know not of them. Hearing his reply, Allah Almighty, then God in all his splendor, magnificence. अल्लाह ताला उठ खड़े हुए अपनी पूरी शान के साथ, in all his splendor, in all his magnificence, अपनी पूरी शान के साथ, grandeur, अपनी ग्रेटनेस, अपनी अजमत के साथ अल्लाह पाक उठ खड़े हुए अपने थ्रोन से, अपने तख्त से. He says, then God in all his splendor, in all his grandeur and brilliance, अपनी आबोताब के साथ, with his radiance, with his impressiveness, he stood from his throne. Arose from his throne, stood from his throne. O best little blade of grass, he said. Allah Almighty declared him the best little blade of grass among all other blades of grass. अल्लाह ताला ने सब ब्लेड्स ऑफ ग्रास में उसको बेहतरीन का दर्जा दिया, उसको बेहतरीन लिटिल ब्लेड ऑफ ग्रास कहा. बिकॉज वाई? बिकॉज अल्लाह वॉज प्लीज्ड ऑफ हिज बोल्ड कन्फेशन. He confessed that he does not remember any of his good deed. Even if he had done some good deeds in life, he does not even remember them. Because he might have done those good deeds for the sake of goodness, for the sake of virtue only. उसने अच्छाई को अच्छाई समझ कर किया, किसी रिवॉर्ड के लिए नहीं किया था. That's why he cannot recall any of his good deeds. And Allah Almighty stood from his throne in all his splendor, magnificence, in all his grandeur, that is greatness, in all his brilliance, that is in all his impressiveness. Allah Ta'ala अपनी शान के साथ, अपनी अज़मत के साथ, अपने आबोताब के साथ अपने तख्त से उठ खड़े हुए and declared him, announced that he is the best blade of grass among all others. सब में से वो बेस्ट है, बिकॉज ही हैज़ ऑलवेज डन गुड डीड्स फॉर द सेक ऑफ गुडनेस ओनली. ही नेवर शोड ऑफ. बेटा, इट गिव्स अस अ लेसन दैट व्हेन वी डू समथिंग गुड, like helping each other in the world, we should never show off to the people how good and kind-hearted we are. If we do some good deed in the world, we should never boast of. हमें उस पर फ़ख्र नहीं करना चाहिए, हमें उसको दूसरों के सामने बयान नहीं करना चाहिए कि हम कितने अच्छे इंसान हैं, हम लोगों की मदद करते हैं. We should never show off, we should never boast of. We should do goodness for the sake of goodness only. Now coming back to the theme of the poem, that truly virtuous are those who are virtuous. Virtuous, the people with excellent moral character, not for fear of punishment or hope of reward, but for the love of virtue. This is the message of the poem, beautifully narrated in The Blades of Grass, where the blades of grass are personified as human beings. And setting is the day of judgment. Coming to the paraphrasing of your stanza number 1, let me read stanza. In heaven, some little blades of grass stood before God. What did you do? Then all, save one of the little blades, began eagerly to relate, impatiently narrate the merits of their lives. This one stayed a small way behind, ashamed. And paraphrasing is, the setting is heaven, where some little blades of grass were standing before Allah Almighty to give an account of all their actions. Allah asked them, what did you do? Then all the blades of grass willingly began to show their good deeds and impatiently narrated their good qualities one after the other, except the little blade of grass who stood behind all of them quietly and feeling ashamed. In this stanza, you don't have to write. Beta, in paraphrasing, remember one thing, you should not write anything from your own, because in paraphrasing, you never interpret the stanza. Whatever is given in the lines, you have to simplify them. ठीक है बेटा, पैराफ्रेजिंग में आपने खुद से कुछ ऐड नहीं करना होता, स्टैंजा को इंटरप्रेट नहीं करना होता, वो आपने रेफरेंस टू द कॉन्टेक्स्ट में करना होता है, दैट द पोइट मीन्स टू से दिस एंड दिस। आप खुद से इंटरप्रेट करते हैं कि पोइट का मूड कैसा है, पोइट क्या कहना चाहता है, उसका मैसेज इस स्टैंजा के अंदर उसका मैसेज क्या है, ये सब आप एक्सप्लेनेशन ऑफ द स्टैंजा में करते हैं। ठीक है, आप याद रखिएगा, पैराफ्रेजिंग में आप जो स्टैंजा होता है उसी को सिंप्लीफाई इन द फॉर्म ऑफ सेंटेंसेस लिख देते हैं। आप खुद से कुछ ऐड, कोई डिटेल्स ऐड नहीं कर सकते। Okay, this is the paraphrasing of stanza number 1 and a compulsory question given in the paper. There are two compulsory questions. Write the paraphrasing of the stanza. 2 stanzas would be given and you have to paraphrase any one of them. And secondly, give reference to the context of any one of the following stanzas. Your question number 2, which is compulsory, is that you have to give explanation of the stanza with the reference to the context. Only in that case, you have to write the name of the poem, you have to mention the poet, and then you first of all in reference to the context you give central idea or what overall view of the poem you give in reference to the context, then you give the heading of explanation and then you explain that particular stanza afterwards. But in paraphrasing, whatever is given in the lines, you just simplify those things in a form of sentence. Now, beta, this is stanza number 2. Let me read it first. Presently God said, and what did you do? The little blade answered, O my Lord, memory is bitter to me. For if I did good deeds, I know not of them. Then God, in all his splendor, grandeur, brilliance, arose from his throne. O best little blade of grass, he said. Now, its paraphrasing is, after listening to the proud blades of grass, God immediately asked the little blade, and what did you do? The little blade answered that his memory is quite unpleasant regarding his good deeds in the world. Even if he had done good deeds in life, he could not recall any of them. Then God, in all his splendor, grandeur, and brilliance, arose from his throne and declared him the best little blade of grass among all the others. This is how you have to paraphrase the stanza. Beta, you have seen that I have not added any detail which I have been doing in the explanation of the poem while reading the poem and doing explanation. I have added so many other details. But here, you would say that these blades of grass have been personified. This you have to do in explanation of the poem. You will tell that the blades of grass have been personified by Stephen Crane as human beings. The setting is heaven. When all the blades of grass were standing, it presents the idea that this life is short-lived and one day we all have to appear before Allah Almighty to give an account of all our actions. And Allah will reward only those people who have never showed off after doing some action. They just have been doing good actions for the sake of goodness only. These things have to be mentioned in the explanation of the poem. ये याद रखिएगा बेटा, जब आप स्टैंजा की एक्सप्लेनेशन कर रहे होंगे फिर आप खुद से डिटेल्स ऐड करेंगे, ठीक है। लेकिन व्हेन यू आर डूइंग पैराफ्रेजिंग यू जस्ट सिंप्लीफाई द लाइंस विच आर गिवन इन द स्टैंजा। वो स्टैंजा होता है, आपने उसे सेंटेंसेस की सूरत में लिखना होता है। दिस इज कॉल्ड पैराफ्रेजिंग ऑफ द पोएम। आई होप द पोएम द ब्लेड्स ऑफ ग्रास इज clear to you. Beta, this is all the creatures are given knowledge to differentiate right from wrong. They must know what is right and what is wrong because they will be answerable to Allah. Allah has given you wisdom. Allah ने आपको अक्ल अता की है. What is right and what is wrong, you have to differentiate between it. So because you people will be answerable to Allah Almighty for your good and bad deeds. Those who do good and do not feel proud or do not boast of. They have done good deeds just for the sake of goodness, neither for the fear of punishment nor for the hope of any reward. And remember that Allah Almighty likes humbleness only. Allah Ta'ala आजिज़ी को पसंद करते हैं. ठीक है. This little blade of grass has been very humble, and he confessed that whatever he has done, he does not remember it. He only remembers his bad deeds. That's why he is feeling embarrassed. But whatever he has done regarding his good actions, he cannot recall any of them because he has done goodness and forgot it. उसने अच्छाई की और भूल गया. Because he did not have any selfish purpose in his mind, क्योंकि उसके जहन में he has been doing the things selflessly, without any selfish purpose, without any objective in his mind, without any hope of any reward or the fear of punishment. He had done good deeds for the sake of goodness. This is the poem, The Blades of Grass, and present a beautiful idea that truly virtuous are those who are virtuous. अच्छे लोग वो होते हैं जो अच्छे होते हैं. He says not for the sake of any punishment nor for the hope of any reward. वो किसी सज़ा के खौफ से अच्छाइयाँ नहीं करते. वो अच्छाई को अच्छाई समझ के करते हैं. ठीक है. किसी इनाम की उम्मीद में वो अच्छाइयाँ नहीं करते, बल्कि अच्छाई को अच्छाई समझ के करते हैं. सो दिस इज़ रियल गुडनेस, यू नो. दिस इज़ रियल वर्च्यू. This is all about the poem The Blades of Grass by Stephen Crane. I thank you all. Please press the like button. Okay, once you have